I am on my lunch break and the weather is gorgeous today, so I decided to come and sit by one of my favorite places to knit and kind of show off some of my favorite places to knit on the podcast. And this is going to be the first one because we had a departure today in the weather and it's actually warm. Like, I'm not bundled up and like wrapped in 5 layers of knitwear, so it's actually really nice in the sun and everything's just beautiful. So I thought I'd like to share it with you guys. And yeah, so I'm gonna get out of my car and grab my knitting and go sit on one of these swings that they have and show you the view. All right, you guys. Here we are. This is Lake Peachtree. Because some of you guys may know, I live in Sonoya, which is south of Atlanta, and I work in Peachtree City. I know I mentioned that I work at Simply Mac, but the city is Peachtree City, and I've lived here for about 4 years, and I love it. And this is partially why, because the view is just, it's such a an outdoor oriented place, and there's like a lot of wind, so sorry if it's in the microphone. But yeah, it's really like outdoor friendly, and there are tons and tons of beautiful parks and pretty places to sit and knit, and yeah, I love it. And this is actually where I started playing ultimate frisbee and really getting active. Let me see if I can go down by the water without falling. Yeah, it's just so beautiful. The tower over there, I don't know if you guys can see that. There we go. That is where the library is, Peachtree City Library. And there's a bridge like way over there. That's a really fun place to walk, because you can walk all the way around the lake on the golf cart paths, which, if you're not familiar with Peachtree City, there are like, I don't know how many, like dozens or I don't know, hundreds of miles, I guess, of golf cart paths. So it's a really fun place to walk and run and, you know, stuff like that. So anyway, I'm gonna sit down on the swing. Ah, so beautiful. And there's a person on a boat. Okay, well, that's cool. They are pedaling. Oh, there's a bird. Pretty bird. Pretty bird. Anyway. So yeah, on to the knitting. Okay guys, so yeah, my shades get dark, so it's gonna be kind of funny, but yeah, I am enjoying my Birch Grove bag as the one I mentioned last time for Christmas, that I got for like Christmas and winter, that I was hoping I would get it in time for my ugly sweater socks. And guys, it came the next day after I podcasted. I was so like happy, but also disappointed that I wasn't able to show it off. But I have my ugly Christmas sweater socks in here. I'm gonna pull them. I can't really do it one-handed, so I'm gonna put the phone down and I'll be right back. Okay. So yeah, I dug out the sock because I'm on my second one. Finished the cuff. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. All the ribbing and everything. And then, as you can see, I've gotten into the next part. Hopefully this is not too, like, the sun is like, anyway. There we go. So yeah, I finished the ribbing last night, and just between bedtime last night from down here all the way up here is what I've done today, because I did get a little bit of knitting in before I came to work. Watched the daily Vlogmas from Caroline Dunder Knit on her knitting vicariously thing. Okay, it's chilly. I did not bring a jacket. I thought it was going to be warmer today. But yeah, so I've got my bag here. The foxes are so cute. I hope it's not blurry. I'll probably, there we go. Oh, it's so adorable. So yeah, I'll probably, there we go, film a little bit more on that at home. But I just wanted to include, this is just such a beautiful day. I wanted to kind of break things up and enjoy sharing this with you guys. Because, oh, let me give you an update on the boat. I'll show you where they're at now. They're all the way out there. That actually, whoa. It actually looks pretty fun. It'd be a good workout. Yeah, where I'm knitting right now. Well, not actively knitting, but yeah, because I can't knit one-handed. I wish I could. That'd be so cool. But that'd be a good cover for the podcast. But anyway, So yeah, I think I'll knit for a minute and then I won't have a whole lot of time before I got to go back to work. But I'll finish recording the podcast. Oh, there goes a golf cart. I'll finish recording the actual main stuff for the podcast probably in the next couple of days, because I'm thinking that I'll probably post these on Thursdays. Because normally my days off are Wednesdays and Thursdays, so I can start filming like on Wednesday, post it on Thursday, that kind of thing. This week is a little bit weird because my schedule is off. I'm off on Wednesday and Friday instead, so I'll probably post a new one on Friday. The last one was supposed to go up on a Saturday, but I couldn't figure out YouTube, so it took forever. And then I ended up posting it on Sunday, but I want to get on a rotation where it's more like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, somewhere in there, and kind of get onto a regular schedule with that. So, oh my gosh, I may not be able to sit here and knit. It is so chilly. I may have to sit in my car. Anyway, all right, I'll catch you guys later. Hey guys, welcome to the Something About Yarn podcast. My name is Annie, and I am a knitter and a knitwear designer in Georgia, loving everything about yarn and the fun things that I get to do with it. I just like talking about it and sharing it with people, and I like to give people a look into what goes into knitwear design and things like that. Thank you for joining me today. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back, and thank you for coming back even after my wonky first episode where I was kind of rambling everywhere. And I hope that I didn't scare too many people off, and I hope I don't with this episode either. It's going to be a little bit shorter this time than last time, just because I really only have a couple things to talk about. That's my intro. Now I have to remember where I was going with that. So between this week and last week, I really did not get anything finished. I have been working a lot, and you know, as I mentioned last time, holidays, retail. So I've mainly been working like a mad knitter on my ugly Christmas sweater socks by Hey Sister Yarn Co. And did I finish? I didn't finish anything. I've just been working on those a lot, trying to get them done. Been very monogamous on that, trying to get them done so that I can post a finished picture and enter the giveaway for finishing. Oh, because they, yeah, the prizes are awesome. Work in progress, singular, just one. Yeah, so as I mentioned when I filmed by the lake the other day, my winter Christmas Birch Grove bag came. I love it. Hopefully that's in the frame. Yeah, guys, this bag is amazing. It's technically a bit too big for Christmas socks, or socks in general. There's a lot of room for more stuff, so bigger projects. So I will definitely be switching over to this for one of my other bigger projects as soon as I finish these socks, because I'm gonna keep using this all winter and enjoying it thoroughly. Oh, and just a heads up, I do have my timer set, and I have about 9 minutes left because I need to go start the oven and put pizza in before my boyfriend gets home. So I need to finish podcasting, not ramble too much, and do all of that and have it ready for when he gets here, because it's really late and we both had a long day. So yeah, gotta go quite quick. Anyway, ramble, sorry. So last night I had a very traumatic experience, but I survived it. I got through it, and I'm really excited about the result, and I will now explain to you or detail what that traumatic experience was, because the next time I do it won't be so traumatic. And that is afterthought heel. Cutting into my knitting. Yeah, I was really, really nervous. Like, I should do an interview with my boyfriend and be like, how traumatized was Annie when she went to cut into her knitting for the afterthought heel? And he will tell you the story. But anyway, yeah, so afterthought heels are insanely easy now that I know what I'm doing. And I realized that cutting into my knitting is not the end of the world as long as you do it right and you're very careful. So I love the result. Love the result. Thank you, Tabby, who designed these socks, for helping me get through that with a little bit of encouragement on Instagram and for introducing me to this method. Thank you so much, because now I want to do afterthought heels on all the socks that I make, like seriously. Another one that she's talked about, she and Rachel have talked about on their podcast, were the fish lips kiss heel. Definitely want to try that one too. But I'm taking it one step at a time, you guys, because like I said on the first episode, I have not knitted socks in years. So I am pretty darn happy with my first foray back into sock knitting. So this is technically the second sock, because I knitted up to here on this one, and then I knitted up to here on the second one, and then just kind of kept going. So now I'm going back to this one to finish it. As you can see, I've got it on the 9-inch circulars again. Love. So yeah, I have the foot and the heel, and then just the little Christmas lights on the line to go back and do the baubles on that, and then the toes, and that's it. I did try it on last night, and I think with how small my feet are, I'm probably not going to make it through the next color stripe and then go back to the natural color for the toes. I may just make the next color be the toes. And I'm toying with the idea of swapping the stripe colors on the second one, so they're kind of like a mix match kind of thing. So instead of purple, blue, and then orange, it'll be like orange, blue, purple kind of thing, just to be a little bit fun and different. But yeah, I am really, really enjoying this. And if you follow the blog and my Instagram and you've seen my Make 9 list, I have one of Tabby's patterns on there for sure. And then I also have a to be determined thing, because guys, there is a sock design that I actually want to do, like my first ever sock design. More on that when I get around to it, because it's going to be so much fun. And the yarn that I'm going to use, I already have it picked out. I even have a name for the design. I just have to put a few more details on it and actually get it knitted and then test it, and then yeah, so I'm planning on that for probably next fall, maybe late, well, I don't know, maybe early summer, because socks are such great summer knitting. So yeah, I have my sights on that, especially after seeing how easy the afterthought heel is. I'm like totally addicted, so probably gonna do that. But yeah, so it's just like, when I'm working, I fold down the top of the bag, and it just makes this lovely little bin, and I don't have to worry about it falling over or, you know, collapsing. I just leave the yarn in it, and it's just free to spin and, you know, come off the ball and do what it's supposed to do. But oh, one other thing I was really excited about. I was in Peachtree City at the Avenue where I work. They've had a tiny house, like a tiny house trailer that comes in at the holidays and is there on the weekends. And I don't remember the name of the company, but they have little gifts for home and for girls, like, you know, clothing and cute things. And they had these adorable little pouches. So I grabbed one and I was like, I don't know what I'm going to use this for. But then I thought, why don't I use it for my needles, my notions, because it's a little bit roomier than most of the things that I use. So I just have my knitting kit in here. And then I got one of these keychain 2-inch things, like for gauges and things like that, and I just keep it right here on this, and it's just so cute. So just a little idea, you know, you don't have to get like knitting pouches to use for your notions. You can do all sorts of really cool stuff, which I'm sure you guys know, but just to be fun and, you know, a little bit cool there. But yeah, I need to go preheat the oven. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. And I have 4 minutes until I have to go put the pizza in. So, like, you really wanted to know that, but I mean, hey, it definitely will make the podcast a little bit interesting, right? Okay, so next up I have something that I'm really excited about. Was it? Okay, 2 weeks ago, I posted a picture of a fringe bag that I had gotten, and it was awesome. But there had been a little bit of a mix-up about the bag, and I thought that it wasn't actually the one that I wanted. Yeah. Anyway, it wasn't the one that I thought that I actually really, really wanted. But I thought, oh well, the one I wanted is sold out. Whatever. Well, got in touch with the company that I got it from. Turns out that they were able to fix it, and I love it. This is the one that so because this color, like the kind of coppery, like, oh, it's just, yeah, it's so me. Like, I love brown and like really earthy tones. And so I got it from Fancy Tiger Crafts in Denver. Yeah, I think they're in Denver. And they were seriously able to make magic happen and fix a little mix-up and just, oh my gosh. So if you ever want to order online from a really good store, like online yarn store, they have a great selection. I also had gotten some Brooklyn tweed from them as well. In fact, let me grab it. But when I found out that this was merino wool, which I'm a little bit better, like I have a better reaction to it, I decided to go ahead and get a couple of skeins just to try it out, see what I think. So very excited about that. It's gray, which, as you can see from my shirt, one of my colors. So really, really, really excited to cast on with this. I'm thinking I might do a nice texture design cowl, something fun like that. But anyway, yeah, guys, this bag, you're gonna see it on Instagram a lot, mixed in a lot with my other bags that I have been just drooling over lately, like my Birch Grove bag, and then a few others that I'm gonna be showing off, and then the ones from last week where I was showing off Ginger Snap Shop bags, like my Harry Potter ones, and then I have another one from her that I think I mentioned it last week. I can't remember. I know I talked about it in the comments on Instagram, but I don't think I mentioned it actually in the podcast. But once I find a project to live in that one, I'll be showing that one off as well. Really excited about that. It's going to be kind of a little bit of a thing because the nature of the bag reveals something about me. Just going to leave you intrigued with that. That way you'll tune in next time or whenever I decide to reveal it. Yeah, that's going to be fun. And when you see the bag, you'll realize why it reveals something about me. Cheryl knows what I'm talking about. She's the Ginger You on Instagram. I'll link to it in the notes, the show notes on YouTube, Instagram, and my blog. So, oh, time to put the pizza in. I'll be right back. Oh my goodness. Okay, that is the second time in the last 10 minutes that I have ripped up the stairs all the way across the house to the kitchen and then ripped back down here because I'm trying to get all this done. Oh my gosh, yes, I'm being melodramatic. No, I really am breathless though. I'm not used to like ripping up and down stairs. I'm so out of shape, you guys. Oh my gosh, too much knitting, not enough running. Anyway, so yeah. I think that was about it. I know I'm going to be including the footage from the lake, so that's going to be a little bit more. And like I said, I mean, that was the only project. Oh, there is one more thing. I don't remember where I saw this, but I found a book online that, being the total nerd theory, color theory nerd that I am, and like all the things about color, why I loved yarn dyeing, I found it online and I immediately ordered a copy on Amazon, and it is The Secret Lives of Color, and it came in yesterday, I think. So I haven't really had a chance to start looking through, reading through it. I kind of glanced through, but I mean, they talk about like all the different colors and like things about them, like tells the unusual stories of 75 fascinating shades, dyes, and hues. So Oh my goodness, you guys, I am so excited to read this because it may just change the game as far as the colors that I design with and why, and like and add like a whole new dimension to my knitwear design process, and then also, you know, hopefully eventually next year, hopefully, when I can start dyeing yarn again, how I work with color in dyes as well. So I am really stoked about reading this. Oh my goodness, I just realized my computer went to sleep. I was gonna mention what's on here before I turn off the, before I finish the podcast, and then, anyway. So I don't know if you can see that, but that is one of my current, most recent blog entries, talking about my word for 2019. And I'll be going into that a little bit more in next week's podcast. So if you want to hop on over to the blog and read a little bit about it, then I'm going to go into some things a little bit more next week. Sorry, I'm saying a lot because I'm trying to think of everything I want to say before I wrap up and before my boyfriend gets home and we eat dinner and get into watching an episode of House, because that's probably what we're going to do, because I'm addicted and I'm almost through series 3 on that. Or, well, season 3, that's the American way. The British way, I believe, is series, but at least that's how they do in Doctor Who and the other BBC shows that I watch. But anyway, but yeah, talking about my word for 2019 being intentional, talking about the Make 9 challenge and the Cake 9 wish list, all over on the blog. I'm going to be going through some of that a little bit more, like I said, and would love to kind of start talking about it as we head closer to 2019, get through Christmas, kind of let our hair down a little bit after the holidays, and just kind of start thinking about that way. I'd love to start having discussions online, Instagram, and then like I said last week, last time, I meant to start a Ravelry group for the podcast. Gonna go ahead and bite the bullet and get that done. So hopefully, hopefully you'll join me over there and we can start talking about 2019 and just kind of encourage each other, help each other, focus on the things that really are important, and really start the year off well. So save the rest of that for next time. I think I'm done, guys. I don't think I rambled at you too much, hopefully. And I hope I made sense. A little bit scatterbrained trying to get dinner done, but thank you guys for bearing with me on that. Maybe it made your day a little bit more interesting and added a smile to your face, right? So anyway, until next time, you guys, thank you for hanging out with me a little bit today, taking time out of your day to just let me talk at you, and maybe you got some good knitting done while I rambled in your face. But yeah, thank you guys so much. I look forward to seeing you guys next time, and happy knitting in the meantime.